Hello everyone, how's it going? Here's a new video release just for you. Group B at the ESL Pro League has started. Well, and today we will talk about the upcoming major, how Aleksib happened to get his place in NIP, and as always, I have collected all the most important and interesting things. So let's get straight to them. Let's start with the most important and unexpected news. Last night, NIP made an announcement stating that Aleksib has become their new player. Boom! There were no rumors, no prerequisites. Just like that, they decided to announce it. The Swedish team gets a new captain and puts Plopsky on the bench. And the captain is in fact Finnish. And as it was written in the official statement of the organization, the entire staff would switch to English. That, of course, was totally surprising and even shocking for all the fans. So, now everyone has to switch to English because of one player? Come on, poor Brolin quit Fnatic in order to return to his native language. Instead of taking a sniper, NIP signed a new captain. There's just so many questions and so few answers. The fans are quite vocal about their general indignation on Twitter. NIP have spent a lot of money in recent years and yet seemingly have not achieved anything. To be honest, I have only one explanation for this. They made a decision to follow the path of vitality. Since they did not only want to be limited to the Swedish scene, they needed to switch to English. Next up, they will remove S-Tag or someone else and sign a new top sniper, like Mantu. In that case, all this has a good potential in the long run, but right now, I can't even imagine what awaits NIP. How will they manage to play with two obvious leaders in the form of Aleksib and Hampus? How will Brolin react to this? Won't he get tilted? Won't he run away again? And all this happens just a few weeks before the RMR. Does anyone really expect some good results? It looks like NIP have all the chances to be out of the major this year. It took several months for Vitality to somehow get closer to the previous level. Before that, they were constantly losing. Friends, what do you think? Will NIP with this new lineup be able to have a chance to get somewhere in the coming months? Or is this the beginning of the end? Write in the comments. It will be very interesting to read your opinions. Well, and we are moving on, and I have some more news for you. According to the Desorto portal, the next major will be held in France in May next year. And Blast will be organizing it. This is just great news. The major from Blast should be the best in history of the game. Another interesting thing for us to mention is Hooksie's interview. The whole community continues to poke fun at him, and he doesn't seem to mind it honestly.
I was serious in the sense of my job is not to frag. Obviously I have to hold my own, and I can't just kill no one if they're coming to my spot. Obviously I have to do my role. I don't think anybody expects me to shoot more than, for example, Nico or Monesi or anyone, so that was basically what I meant, and you can keep quoting me.
Well, that's what he had to say to all the haters, but I think it's very unlikely to stop anyone. Hooksie's solo is the trend of the new season. And finally, the news from the assumptions category. Probably many people are aware that recently the governments of Estonia, Poland, Latvia, and Lithuania will tighten the control over the entry for Russians from September 19th. The official statement reads, Estonia's political will is that from the night of September 19th, a ban on entry into Estonia for Russian citizens will come into force. This applies to those Russians who have visas issued in Estonia, as well as visas issued in other EU countries. Lithuania, Latvia, and Poland will also introduce a ban from the same moment. The sanctions are imposed in order to eliminate the inevitable threats to public order, security, and restrictions on entry into the Schengen area for Russian citizens traveling for tourist, cultural, sports, and business purposes. Sports purposes are singled out separately, and esports probably also applies to that category also. That is, it turns out that if these restrictions are not lifted, neither Navi, nor G2, nor OG, nor Cloud9, nor a bunch of other teams will be able to go to the next tournament in Katowice. As knowledgeable people say, there are some nuances, but still in any case, the prerequisites are such that some of the best teams in the world may not get to one of the best tournaments in the history of CSGO. Seems like we are waiting for new rumors about Navi kicking out all Russians? And the last thing before the games. The CSGO developers responded on Twitter to a poll of one of the CSGO casters. He asked if Source 2 would be coming soon. CSGO account responded positively, and these guys know for sure how to make the community feel excited. It quickly spread all over the internet. Well, do you think it will be released before at least 2030? What is happening now in Group B in the ESL Pro League you can see on the screen, but the most memorable moment happened to be a new bug from m0NESY on Ancient. It isn't a coincidence that m0NESY was nicknamed Bagacy in the community. In the official match, he jumped onto the wall. There, the commentators were shocked.
Leaving everyone here blind, and they've got a path to get this. Oh, m0NESY! What was he doing that? I've never seen anyone do the bar off that quick. Dude, he went flying! Turtle is suddenly, oh my god!
After that, there was a discussion regarding whether this is even possible or not. Analysts after the match took a long time to sort out this issue, so it's not clear what will happen next. Of course, they won't do anything to m0NESY, but they can prohibit the use of this bug on the pro scene. It all depends on Valve and the organizers. In short, the youngster continues to create a reputation for himself as the main bug user. And if some people tend to admire it, then others on the contrary are very negative about it. What do you think? Is it Valve's fault that they don't fix bugs? Or is it m0NESY being too brazen? Write in the comments. This is the main news for today. To always stay up to date with the latest news and announcements, subscribe to the channel. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.